Okay. So, where are these? It's been a while since I posted on my personal Instagram. Like, personal Instagram, I think it's been since August 2021. And my business Instagram has been like dicey for the last 2 years. And it's not because I didn't want to. I'm sure you're your own biggest enemy. I know I can take good photos. You've seen it. But I just didn't see value in sharing a lot of that for some reason. And because of that, I didn't upload for a long time. I've also been spotty with YouTube over a while. And if you read or watch my most recent upload, you know why. And this is the second time I've actually filmed this. I filmed this similar content clip over a week ago with a similar thesis. Nothing has changed in my write-up, but today I actually saw Peter McKinnon upload a very similar video that, like, what is content anymore? Like, what are we actually doing here? And the simple fact is like, you don't need to see my highlight reel. I mean, you can, you've seen it. At the end of the day, you're probably here to see some insight into what I'm doing. You're probably here to see or learn something from my experience, what value I can provide. And I knew deep down inside that this was the way social media was transitioning, but I mean, after literally getting canned from a role because of it and trying to stick to my guns, knowing how important this is, seeing what's happening here in 2026 is a validation, I guess, but now it's time to go hard. And like, let's be honest here, I didn't stop creating content. I literally helped businesses and brands and clients generate tens of thousands of followers and tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of views. So I know it works. I feel like I know my stuff. But it took kind of what's happening in 2026 to really open my eyes that, like, I need to believe in myself and need to double down on what I know works. And also just listen to my man, Gary Vee, because he's been yelling it for years. And for lack of a better term, whatever you want to call it, but I don't think I really went all in on it, and due to other circumstances or whatever, didn't follow it through. But this time we are, and we're documenting it, and I'm here for it. So hopefully it's providing some help for you. Hopefully it's providing some value, because the world of social media, the world of content has changed. Normally I wouldn't upload this. Normally I would try to get my thoughts all together and good, and then upload a really polished piece after with great B-roll, nice color grading, whatever it is. None of that shit matters anymore. It's great. It's insane, but it's great. Even better, I'm seeing brands actually have these conversations. Not only are they realizing how important creators are in their ad spend, but they're saving money on their ad spend by ditching traditional activations. They're now getting 10 content creators like myself to go out there and create content specifically that connects with a smaller niche and at the end of the day will convert better. So in the end, they're probably spending less. They're engaging more individual creators, and they're making those connections instead of wasting money on banner ads or whatever it is that traditional media will whatever it is that traditional media will try to tell you is important. I still think there's a place for it, but in the attention economy with this thing, it doesn't have its weight anymore. And anybody trying to tell you that is just trying to grift you for your cash. At the end of the day, I think the hardest thing for me to learn is, it's not this camera that's my greatest skill. It's not the photos that I create, the content that I create. My best asset, isn't my skills. My best asset isn't even like my ability to use a camera. My best aspect and your best aspect is your point of view and your perspective. That's what builds trust. That's what creates connections. That's what will help brands convert and help you land those brand deals to help brands convert. I wrote a couple notes here to like help me follow along because I think this point is really important. And I want to try to do this in an authentic way. I also know that what I wrote down, I could do some jump cuts and stuff, but I can't really replicate it. So like, I understand this landscape about content without making content like you wouldn't believe. I'm sure you do too. You just don't know how to monetize it. So my 4 to 5 rules of the road for you to follow with this, and hammer this into place for yourself. So raw beats rare, meaning frequency and truth is more important than like a cinematic masterpiece. And yes, cinematic masterpieces are amazing, but sometimes, and most times, they don't need to be there. What I noticed today, for example, with a UGC activation, paid UGC activation, today's work was some of the easiest work I've ever done for paid content. And all it took was my phone, like a set of mics, and it was easy, and it was straightforward, and it was fun. So get going on it. I talked about raw beats rare, process beats your portfolio. So there's the important part about behind the scenes, the decisions you're making, like the mess, like the reps. You look at Philly DeFranco right now. How different has his overall set changed in the last few years? And nobody really cares. I've got a closet, I've got my bathroom right back there, and it doesn't matter. Hopefully, what I'm talking about resonates with you and motivates someone, inspires someone, and just gets someone to create that content. So we talked about rule number 2, process beats portfolio. Remember, community beats your commodity. So there's such an important about getting the conversation going. Even if it seems like cringeworthy and silly, it isn't. Don't forget your replies, your DMs, all that stuff matters. Your story at the end of the day beats what's on your grid. Being able to tell a captivating story, or being able to tell a story that hits with even just one person makes a difference overall. And your proof of you being human beats your polish. We're seeing how AI is just fucking up the timeline all over the place, and that is way too polished. So there is an aspect of this that just works so well. So don't sleep on it. Don't ignore how important it is. And if I can sort of share with you, get out of your own head and create more content like this, because brands want it. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to rebrand. I'm just trying to refocus on what's important here. I'm trying to share to you that this is kind of the return of the real and raw. And there's a way that you can do captivating ad activations that resonate with people, that are believable, that are actionable, that are something that that is just a conversation that people will realize. So as I'm noting here, I could go into a couple different paid activations just like that, talking about how whatever it is, maybe a GPT, or maybe payment processor, or your favorite memory card because something didn't work effectively on your last upload. There's so many ways that you can break it down for yourself. So I urge you all to share more of your life, share more of your insights. Yes, that polished, that curated content matters, and brands will still pay for that. They always will. But if you're stuck and you're a content creator and you're just worried about it's not good enough, it is good enough, and just do more of it. The more reps you get in, the better you sort of build up your ability to speak, deliver a message, resonate with people in a more effective way, be more authentic. It takes practice. So Get in the reps, get comfortable with it. You'll get there. If you have any questions, let's start the conversation below. Follow me up on socials. It's Danisdriven. So you want to swing by on X, ask me a couple questions, tag me in the comments of your next video upload to really get the algorithm working for you. That's what this is about. And that's what I'm trying to share with more of you on how important this is. So to wrap this all up, like, share more of the real, share more of the raw, share more of that behind the scenes. This is the process. This is the strategy. You have questions on it, you know how to reach out, and we'll see you on another upload. Keep smashing that upload button. It's more valuable than you think.